Welcome back. As we approach the end of the year, this is a really good time to consider a few good money moves that'll make a difference in your finances. So this morning we have none other than Kimberly Washington to tell us about some tips to help you do just that. Kim, thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks so much for having me.
So your first piece of advice you want people to know is to check your tax withholdings.
Yes, and this is so important this year because with the recent law tax changes, you may be in for a surprise when you file your taxes next year. So you want to make sure you go to the IRS.gov website. That's a good withholding tax calculator, and then that way you can see if you're withholding enough. And if you have to make changes, complete the W-4 and send it to your Human Resource Department.
You also recommend people zeroing out their spending accounts?
Right, so flexible spending accounts is flexible spending accounts, right? So flexible spending accounts are accounts that you can put money into for tax savings, so you can use it for medical expenses. So they're tax favored, that can actually help reduce your tax liability too as well. But you want to check those accounts because if you don't spend it by December 31st, there is a chance, depending on your plan, that you could lose it. So you want to check and see what you have and spend it down to zero.
Speaking of checks, you want people to check their benefits as well.
Yeah, check your benefits right now. For most employees, this is open enrollment season. So you can check and see what benefits that you may need to as well. And keep in mind also, it's Affordable Care Act right now. You can also sign up for your insurance, and you have until December 15th. So you want to keep those things in mind and really check out your insurance, your benefits, and see, because remember, those things can also reduce your tax liability.
And December 15th is right around the corner.
Yes.
You also want people to review their tax deductions.
Yes, review your tax deductions with all of the different changes, especially for individuals who normally would itemize. So they may be in a position this year where they may not be able to do so anymore because of the new thresholds. So sit down and maybe talk to a tax professional or a tax advisor and just ask those questions. What moves should I make? Not only for your personal side, but especially for your business side too as well.
I think the big one to kind of sum this all up, just get organized.
Right? Get organized. We're approaching the end of the year. Do what you can as far as getting your papers in order. I always say it's a good idea to have it organized just in case some type of disaster or anything comes into place. But have your paperwork organized. Put aside a day or two, especially when we get into the holiday season, kind of get things in order. That's so important. So that's the main things you want to do.
Awesome. Great advice. Kimberly, where can people read more about this?
They can definitely go to my website at Kimberly.com or check with me on social media at Kim Wash CPA.
Awesome. Always a pleasure having you. Thanks for this advice. We'll be sure to post this on our website as well, WDSU.com. Kim, thank you.
Thank you so much.